Yo, welcome to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for joining me here in Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm RJ. I'm flying around the industrial district of Los Santos. I feel like this is an area that I haven't explored enough. There's a lot of unused property out here, a lot of huge silos, and even a shipwreck. Maybe we should look at this place a little bit more in depth. In the last episode, I showed off some hidden symbols found throughout GTA 5. And one that I did not mention is the sun itself. Perhaps the sun is symbolizing an eye when it rests right on top of Mount Chiliad. It does look like the all-seeing eye, which you can find on the $1 bill as well as other places. And it also has that same exact glow that you see shine down from the Fort Zancudo UFO. So definitely let me know if you guys think that perhaps the eye that we've been looking for the whole time is the sun itself. Speaking of Fort Zancudo, if you guys missed it, I did announce the date of Operation Blizzard Takeover. Unfortunately, the snow has been a little bit unpredictable in GTA Online this year. We thought it would last all the way from Christmas to New Year's Day, but they turned it off right after Christmas. That's a little bit strange. We do expect it to be back for the New Year's celebration, and we are going to have the big Fort Zancudo takeover around that New Year's date. Hopefully it'll be snowing, and Operation Blizzard Takeover will be one of the most epic events to happen in GTA. So can't wait for that. Hopefully you guys can take part in that one. Now as far as the Chiliad mystery is concerned, I had a symbol that I wanted to get to in this episode that I have yet to cover, and that is a star. You have one of the clues being shoot for the stars, and I really appreciate all of you guys helping me out. Of course, you told me some eye symbols that I did not acknowledge. Also, there's a bunch of hidden suns that we'll probably get to. Not only the big sun itself, maybe symbolizing an eye. There's a lot of sun symbols, but shoot for the stars. You know, I've showed off a couple other stars. Well, right here in the industrial district, we do have a star that is very well hidden. And it's very interesting as well. You know, you have these huge silos, as I mentioned, they're all over the place down here. A lot of them look differently than one another. Well, you have this one right here to my left. Notice how the roof is a little bit different of a material. Show you that one compared to this one over here. Different color. Seems to act a little bit differently. Different textures, of course. Well, if you fly above this one right here, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a weird change in textures. You can see some of the cement triangles, I guess that's cement, disappear completely, and it makes up the shape of a star. Very interesting. You can see now it has disappeared. Sometimes when you get right there on top of it, it disappears as well. Looks like it is still there, and you can see for some reason it does make up a shape. Even the helicopter falls inside of that space as well. So I'm not sure if that's on purpose. Perhaps they are trying to signify a star here at this, I don't know if it's a water tower or silo, whatever you want to call it, but it's definitely a star shape. And it seems to be the only one in the game that has this design to it. And I think that that's probably a texture glitch as far as it disappearing once you get to a certain height. But it's certainly worth pointing out as it makes up one of the bigger star symbols in the game. That's for sure. Let's take a look at some more things we have going on here in the industrial region. We'll do a little exploration here in this episode. Man, this place looks so awesome. As a lot of locations in the game, you don't do a whole lot here. I guess this game just, it almost suffers at being so large that there's a lot of places you really don't get to visit too much. I mean, the dam is one of them. Why would they advertise this huge dam and have one very memorable mission there, but really not do too much with it? You know, it looks amazing, but you don't really do anything other than watch the demise of the Dominator. There's a couple more water towers. You can see they don't have the triangle formations on top. Interesting looking dome on the top of this tower. Almost looks like a camera could be in there or something. Let's move on. Gotta love this bridge. as it passes over everything. It kind of reminds me of GTA 4 a little bit and Liberty City. Now over here you have the enormous Merryweather compound. This is probably the biggest hangar in the game that is not part of Fort Zancudo, and just like many other things, it goes unused. You do have to come here with Trevor in one mission. I did want to do another flyby of the crashed ship. A lot of people forget that this is here. Man, speaking of GTA 4, there are so many crashed ships in that game. It's a pretty cool spectacle. This is the only one here, and it did have some very precious cargo on board, so maybe this is a place we need to explore a little bit more and see some broken windows. It'd be cool if you could sneak into there. I wonder if they just keep this line here, or, eventually they're going to have to clean that up. A lot of stuff going on over there. I did want to point out this set of ships right here. You can tell that some ships are being made now. This huge tugboat right here was used in Grand Theft Auto 4. It was extremely slow. For those of you who played that game, I know you probably remember that thing. I mean, especially in GTA Online, or just multiplayer mode as it was called in that game. This thing was crazy. It could take a beating. You'd be shooting rockets at each other, going at war with these things, but they traveled so slow. I guess they did provide plenty of cover if you wanted to use it somewhat as a tank. There's another set of, looks like, warehouses at the end of the pier. The gigantic Merryweather hangar. Damn it, Merryweather. You need to up your game. You need to get some gigantic ships to actually put in there. And then you just have these set of docks over here. Another location where you really don't do too much with. Once they release some single player DLCs, I'm sure maybe in 2016, I would think, hopefully they take advantage of all this space. Now, I really want to thank you guys for pointing out a lot of the symbols that I did not point out so far, especially the eyes in the last episode. I'll definitely be making some more Chiliad mystery episodes for you, getting more into the hidden symbols in the game. But that's the one thing we do have that we can get into, are these hidden symbols. What's the reason for them being in the game? We had one comment of someone who thought the symbols are referring to the Egyptian god Ra. A lot of the messages there underneath the altruist camp in that cave might symbolize Ra, or maybe even the devil. Who knows? But I feel like it could be something deeper. I mean, just symbolizing religion, that doesn't seem to be anything that would be a great Easter egg, I mean, yeah, it's an Easter egg in a lot of movies. A lot of things do have religious undertones, but Grand Theft Auto is known for having massive Easter eggs that you have to unlock or find. Just like the one in Grand Theft Auto 4, I talked a little bit about in this episode. That game, a big Easter egg in that game has you walking right through a wall and getting to a hidden location in the game. That's really all it would take to spark a huge interest in the game. If we can find a new location that simply you just walk through a wall to get to, I think that would be a big part of the mystery, if not the end game. Obviously, a lot of us still want to unlock the Jetpack, as it was symbolized on the Mount Chiliad mural. Thanks again for joining up for the episode. I just wanted to bring you a chill episode. Showed off a new star symbol. I'll close off with one more that I talked about not too long ago. And definitely look out for Operation Blizzard Takeover, guys. That will be GTA Online for the Xbox One. If you have a PS3, PS4, or Xbox 360, let us know if you guys want to take part in a takeover yourselves. We will sanction, of course, huge takeovers for those consoles, as well as we live stream and make videos from the Xbox One, which should be crazy, man. Having up to 30 people all gang up during a blizzard to take on Fort Zancudo. For those of you who've been there during the snowfall and with all the tanks out and whatnot, it definitely gets hectic, and to have everybody attacking it at once, we'll see if they are prepared. I'm not sure if even Rockstar can take on the entire Trippy Comms Mafia. We'll find out January 1st, and we will have the exact time for that coming up soon as well, so stay tuned. This is the last star symbol I'll show off. In fact, it's a few stars. You have the two on this old lady's walker here, And those ones look just like the ones found in Fort Zancudo. You also have some stars on this, I think that's a tuba player there. And I'm not sure what this girl's doing. Almost looks like she's launching ping pong balls from somewhere. But also very cryptic here in these pictures, especially because they seem to line up with the characters for some reason. You can see on the right you have a green painting, on the left you have a yellow, in the middle you have a blue. Well, you do have a yellow, of course, orangish color representing Trevor. You have blue representing Michael, and you have green representing Franklin. So perhaps all of this has to do with the characters in the game, the main characters. Maybe we still have to sacrifice one of them. We'll be trying out a bunch of experiments and theories here at Trippy Commentaries, as well as taking on Fort Zancudo in GTA Online. Appreciate you guys joining up for the episode. Let me know if you guys have any symbols that you think might be important. Have a happy new year and stay trippy, my friends.